Franz Kafka once said, "I was ashamed of myself when I realized life was a costume party, and I attended with my real face." I've been thinking about this quote quite often lately, and I think this new moon, which is happening on April 17th, this new moon in Aries is exactly about that. It's time when we might realize that everyone around us is wearing a costume, and we are wearing it too. But maybe, just maybe, we will decide that it's time for the change, and we might start to see that some parts of this costume, they don't fit us anymore. Welcome, I'm Yoshi, I'm a holistic astrologer, and this is your new moon video without the jargon, just with the essence. Let's begin. April 17th. In Cambodia, where I live, this new moon is happening on 6:51 p.m. And the hour is sometimes important if you want to do any type of practice. Meditation during new moon, full moon is always good. Let's start from the sky. We have 6 planets and Chiron in the sign of Aries, and this is not usual. If you've been here before, you know that I really don't like this vibe of like, oh, this is the most special, but this one is special. Aries, Moon, Sun, Mercury, Chiron, and also Saturn and Neptune. That's unusual. We never seen anything like that in our lifetime. And what Aries means? It's the first zodiac sign. It's the one which begins. It's the initiation. It's the passion. Sometimes a bit immature, but with the spark of beginning. It's the raw, unfiltered, I am. I want to do this thing. And not only I want to, I'm doing this thing. With so much Aries energy, the sensation of I want to start is stronger than creating a structure behind it. Because Aries, as an archetype, knows how to begin. And then might think about all consequences around it. This new moon is not subtle, it's sending you a very bold message. Who are you? Not who are trying to present yourself, who are you on social media, at work, with family. Who are you? And not only when no one is watching, but also when everyone is watching. How those two different versions of you are connected to themselves. This question is coming from all directions, not only from having so many planets plus Chiron in Aries, but also from the inner symbol. I will be talking about it in the moment. Let's think. Who are you? But before I will go deeper, I will give you a bit of the different side of the situation story. Yes, we have fiery, energetically passionate Aries everywhere around, but Aries is also in Saturn right now, or Saturn is in Aries. And this is a different task. This is a different side of the story. This is a quest for us to learn how to rest. Because with all those fiery Aries energy which wants to start and just do, Saturn specifically is asking us to put some structure around resting, because otherwise we might easily burn out. And I don't mean it as a gentle suggestion. For those of you which seen also my fire horse transition video, you know that rest is not an optional right now. It is something which we genuinely need, and it needs to be a bit more structured, because it will be easy to begin. It will be easy to get excited, but will it be easy to have a break from it? And Saturn loves structure and this balance between I'm doing, even I'm not talking about balance 50-50, it's not that, but any type of balance between I'm doing so much and I have some time to rest. Saturn wants to achieve, wants to have those real results. And when it's coming to rest, it might be a bit of the surprise for you. It's not only about sleeping longer, laying down, watching TV, chilling. No, it's about finding moments during your day when you can stop and stop thinking about the things you want to do, or stop thinking about conversation which you already had. This time, during the whole year actually, and even longer, our rest can be included in us being very active, but this rest needs to be very deep. Even a few minutes without planning, organizing, getting excited, even few minutes like that will give you more for your nervous system to reset than having a longer sleep. However, if you can sleep longer, probably it's good. But with this Aries energy, I don't know if it's even possible at this point. In the last years, many of us experienced dissolvement of the structure, ending of something real like a long-term relationship, changing our job, changing location, something truly big. And if that wasn't something which was visible to the public, it could be something internal, not really seen by others, but really felt by you. When you had some beliefs about yourself, or maybe about what safety means to you, and it started changing. And this time right now, when this structure collapsed, maybe even didn't finish yet, maybe you still need to go through some consequences of it. This is the work of Saturn and Neptune. Two planets which are having such a different qualities, because yes, Saturn is structure and things which we are doing to have the results over the years, like career, marriage, parenthood. And the Neptune dissolved it, took the illusion out of it, sometimes even took the false dream which we had around some aspects of our life or around who we are. And if you felt that it was kind of a loss for you, then I hope you feel it already, that what you lost was not aligned with who you are. It was not real in some ways. And now we are coming to times when we can build again something which is more authentic, when we are not performing for others so badly. We are not playing the game which rules were even not created by us, or even not acknowledged that we like this game, but we played it because everyone is doing it. With influence of Neptune, we could experience so much confusion that we had our life sorted and went different direction, what to do with it. But now this confusion is going far away from us, and it's so much easier to take action in the direction of our actual dreams. Let's come back to the quote of Kafka. I was ashamed of myself when I realized life was a costume party and I attended with my real face. I love to check inner degrees of the new moons and full moons, and I'm not checking only the exact one, but I'm checking the one before and one after, because astrology is a story. The degree before the new moon, the name is amazing, is the fun house, when everyone is playing, everyone is performing, and guess what? We have this house full of mirrors, because those parts of us which are playing, which are performing, which we see in other people, they are coming from us. If you feel like, oh, this person is just too much with their behavior, maybe yourself you feel like you are too much. Or maybe if you feel like this person is too angry, it's expressing too much. Maybe you are scared of expressing your anger. And I'm not saying, I'm not going deeply into this concept of like, oh, everyone is expression of us, blah, blah. Not that. But with this degree, before the new moon, which is still active on the new moon, we will see yourself, like in the mirrors everywhere around. We can treat it just like informations, people around us. Their behavior is something which can trigger, can open, can awaken something in us. And this is where stuff becomes a bit interesting. Because wearing a mask, behaving in those ways when we sometimes feel, oh, this person behaves so different around their friends and around me, wearing a mask, it's not a bad thing. It's deeply human thing. We all have different faces. We have a different face for our parents, for our grandparents. We have a different face at work. We are close friends with our sibling. This is a human thing to have a mask. But the question is, do you still know which face is really yours? And which one is truly a performance which doesn't fit you anymore? This new moon is not asking you to take off your mask and be who? Authentic version of yourself. What that even means? In every situation that means something slightly different. But this new moon is asking you to look closer at yourself in those different situations, and especially in the moment when no one is watching or everyone is watching, and see who are you and how you feel with it. And the question, which is maybe even harder, are you spending any time of your life as this version of no one is watching me? Because some of us, we live in a structure which require from us to always be a mother, a father, a worker, you know what I mean? No time to be truly this one version of yourself. Not all of them, this one, when we can say easier no, we can say easier yes, we can be louder, we can be quieter. This version which is actually very comfortable for us to be, but maybe we don't have a chance. And some of us who are their own bosses and live out of the typical way of living, we might know exactly how it is when the environment around us is not holding the version. It's not telling us what we're supposed to be constantly. And then we have this space where we can behave any way we want, and is also threatening at some times. For everyone who experienced working from home years ago, before it was a popular thing, in the beginning it was a dream, and then it could be a nightmare because you could face yourself seeing that when you don't have your boss, when you don't have your coworkers, you are not having your work done. And why I'm saying years ago, not just now, because before those structures around being a freelancer or working from home, they were not so established yet. And we needed to face ourselves in this version. This is your invitation from this new moon to just look at yourself and find out which of those masks, which of those versions is truly yours. And maybe spend a bit more time to be it. Now I need to talk about Chiron, because it's sitting almost exactly on this new moon. It's less than 1 degree difference between them, which means Chiron is very present during this new moon. It's a wounded healer. It's referring to part of ourselves which we might want to ignore, but they exist. And usually they are coming from our childhood, when something hurt us, someone hurt us. And from some perspective, it could be not such a big deal, but for us, personally, it was something traumatic. Chiron being so close to such a powerful new moon, the message is very clear. We cannot run away from this wound. And don't take it as a threat. It's not something which is supposed to be scary this time. It's a story of a person who looked at their big pain, went through it, finally spent time with it, and maybe discovered it wasn't that bad. It wasn't that horrible after all. Just thinking about doing it was more stressful than actually facing it. And it's also a story about the person who did it and now can use it as a medicine for others. You don't need to be a healer to do it. You don't need to do any type of the spiritual work. It's enough just being a human, living your life and being an example to others. Those examples even don't need to be said directly in someone's face as a guidance. Just your life might be a medicine to others. Do you need to do any special work around it? No. If it will come in the next days, some aspect of your life which is, yes, related maybe to your childhood, maybe to the story of your family, maybe how you connect to your gender, if something like that will naturally come to you, just spend some time with it. You don't need to dig deep. You don't need to scratch those wounds. Just don't look away. Don't hide it in shadows anymore when it's already there. When you feel that you're actually ready to just spend some time with it. Those wounds, they shaped us in many ways. They created a personality. But the Aries influence is here to tell you, do not make it your excuse. Do not make it your story, which is never ending. Look at it, acknowledge it, maybe use it as your medicine, but don't make it your excuse to live in pain, unhealed pain forever. It's not worth it. And Aries, you know what Aries wants? Aries just wants to have some fun. Aries, as a first zodiac sign, is always about me. And it's the self, the individuality, the pioneer. Sometimes it might be judged as egocentric. Then let's reflect. How does my becoming contribute to something bigger? Not through performance, not through the need of being acknowledged by others, but just through becoming this a bit more happy, healed version. How I can contribute just by doing this? What happened to the people around me when I will stop constantly performing, wearing a mask? What will happen to relationships in my life when I will be a little bit more honest with myself first? As a result, maybe I will be even more happy. How it will influence people around me without giving them any pep talk. When we stop performing, sometimes people around us might feel scared, especially those one who knows us for a long time. But with time, it's very possible that something will soften. And it's very possible that they will also feel like they have a permission to do the thing their own way, even if it's not something which they were ever told by anyone it's okay. And this is when Jupiter in Cancer is speaking to us in this more soft way, in a way which is saying that your way of being is an invitation for other people to create their more comfortable way of behaving around you, and hopefully in the other parts of their life too. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, abundance, good luck, and when it's in Cancer, zodiac sign related to emotions, to finding our comfortable place to be alive. Very soft and gentle zodiac sign. It's a quest for us. Can we lose our armor even a little bit? Can we soften a little bit? I want to end with the inner degree of this new moon, 28th degree, because it's really cool, it's very interesting. It's about someone watching us, something bigger than us, seeing what are we doing, tracking our every step. Not to judge us, but to say that our destiny will be fulfilled. How you feel when you hear it? Those critical degrees 27, 28 and 29 are saying that something is finishing, that something new can begin. And this beginning is already here. We accomplished something. Of course, every new moon is about the new beginning, but when it's happening in those last critical degrees, we truly need to say goodbye to something and accept that the part of our identity, the part of our masks, belong to the old chapter. We are not taking them with us anymore. We don't need them. And the good information is something bigger, whatever it is watching and is letting us know that we are doing quite well. We are doing actually quite fantastic. The fire of this new moon is not only about burning things down, being so intense. It's also for creation. Use this creative energy to start the new chapter of your life. Let me leave you with this one. If you promise yourself that you will do something or you will stop doing something in the beginning of this calendar year, now is the time. In Cambodia, New Year is celebrated right now and is way more accurate with what is happening with season, with stars, with everything. If you promised yourself to start, do it now. Use this energy and have fun with it. I know I said it probably in my previous videos, but this year is about learning how to enjoy the process. And don't try to make things perfect. Aries is probably the least perfectionist zodiac sign because it's thinking only about, okay, I will do this, and then I would think how it should be done better. And you know what? This is what we need in the beginning. We need spark, we need excitement. And if something difficult, something painful is coming to you right now, remember, you are strong enough. You are absolutely strong enough to look at this pain, stay with this pain, maybe ask for help. Don't put your healing on others, but maybe ask for support. Because you are not alone and you are absolutely capable of being with what is going on right now in your life. I know it. You know it. Happy New Moon. Happy Khmer New Year. Exciting times. And if you feel like this video resonates with you, leave a comment. Let me know how this time of the year feels. And if you have anything you want to start right now, I would love to know what is it. And if you find any value in this video, share it with one person, especially if you have a friend who feels like is stuck, or a person who feels like is constantly performing and just wants to be a little bit more themselves. And just a little information, remember to subscribe, and if you would like to go deeper in your own birth chart, in your own construction of who you are, link to my readings is in the description. You can book a reading with me there. See you next time. Bye!